How's it going out there, YouTubers? Cyberneticshark here with another new movie review for you. So let's go right into this review and see what I saw. So opening weekend, about 2 weeks ago, February 15th and February 14th, I had a chance of checking out twice now the awesome new and amazing Marvel film, Black Panther. Now, Black Panther is an awesome, excellent superhero film. It's so nice to finally see Black Panther have his own solo film. I was very appreciative of that Marvel finally did that, and I just think he's an awesome and amazing character. Now, this movie was just really superb and really well done, and it was so well directed. It was actually directed by an awesome gentleman who has directed a couple other great films, and his name is Mr. Ryan Coogler. Now, Ryan Coogler we all recognize as the awesome director for an awesome film that came out in 2015, or the end of 2015, that stars also Michael B. Jordan, and that's the film Creed. Now, Creed is an awesome and excellent new addition to the awesome Rocky universe, along with Sylvester Stallone coming back in it. They're actually going to be making another sequel to Creed, actually, that's going to feature Dolph Lundgren's character again, Ivan, from the fourth Rocky film, which I think is really awesome. But Ryan Coogler did an amazing job with Creed. I thought he made a great new addition to the series, a kind of a new reboot, and just made a really intense and awesome Rocky film. Even though this is more about Apollo Creed's son and more about Apollo Creed, still we have the Rocky element and we have Rocky's character in the film being his mentor, and I thought that was really awesome and really amazing job. Another film that Ryan Coogler directed is another Michael B. Jordan film that Michael B. Jordan film was in. And it was, I actually haven't seen this one, but I've heard good things about it. And it's called Fruitvale Station, which I heard is kind of an interesting kind of like urban drama / kind of just coming of age type of film. And from the trailer and from what I've read about it, it seems like an interesting and decent movie, and definitely sounds like Ryan Coogler really directed the crap out of it and, brought a passion project, for us to see and to enjoy. And he just did a really good job. All in all, he made Black Panther one of the best Marvel films to date. Besides Thor Ragnarok, this is probably the second best in the Marvel Universe. This movie was just so well done, so well crafted. The action sequences he produced in it, the writing, the direction, he did an amazing job. Really made it very interesting and did a really decent job with the film. Now, Black Panther has an awesome all-star cast. And to start off this all-star cast is none other than Black Panther himself, Mr. Chadwick Boseman. Now, Chadwick, he is just a really awesome actor, I think. I think he needs a lot more credit for how good of an actor he is. I really enjoyed him in Civil War as Black Panther, but there's a couple other films I really thought he was really good in and just really decent in. And those are such films as the awesome, based on true-life baseball legend, the movie 42, which is about Jackie Robinson when he started playing for the Brooklyn Dodgers before they became the Los Angeles Dodgers back in the 40s. He just really embodied Jackie Robinson and made him so, new and fresh to, new generations. He just brought Jackie Robinson up and, gave him a whole new life so that we could understand more about him and where he came from and what he had to deal with. And I thought they did a really good job with that film, and it was just a really good film, and Chadwick Boseman just did a really great job. I really enjoyed him, and I thought he did a really amazing job. That's actually the first film that I saw him in and really liked him as an actor. I thought he was really good, and that movie got me wanting to see more of his films and more of his acting ability. Another film that he was in that I heard was really good. I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but it's another based on true life character, and that's the film Marshall. Now, this movie has a really good cast too, and I heard really good things about it, and it just looks really interesting and really amazing. Chadwick, I'm sure, is going to bring greatness to this role, especially because he was praised for the role. I heard that he and read stuff about that he just gave a really superb performance, and that the film was really well done itself. I really am looking forward to seeing it eventually, but I do know that that was one film that he really put a lot of effort and a lot of passion to as well in his acting, because he really I've heard and I've read that he really embodied the character that he played, and that he did a lot of research and a lot of history on this gentleman, and bringing him to life for generations now to see what he did to get his character or his person in real life to the position he was in. So I thought it was a really interesting story too as well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. But in Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman kicked butt again. He brought again that same character he had in Civil War and gave it a whole feature-length film for itself. It was really interesting seeing him evolve from where he was at Civil War to becoming the king he's supposed to be, and basically learning, what he has to do to be a better king and so forth. He really embodied T'Challa, and he made Black Panther amazing. He just was a great leader and really good in the film. I really enjoyed him as Black Panther. I'm glad that he's playing Black Panther. Now, we also have in this film an actress who I wasn't too familiar with before I saw her in this film, but I think she's fantastic, and I thought she did a great job playing the character she did in this film. And that is the actress Miss Lupita Nyong'o, who we all recognize from a slew of films over the last 5 or 6 years, who's kind of become a big presence in Hollywood. But is just a really great actress, and she did a decent job in the film. I really enjoyed her character. But a couple films she was in that I really enjoyed were such films as the awesome and latest addition to the Star Wars universe, Star Wars The Last Jedi, where she reprises her character from The Force Awakens. And she just plays that character so well. Her voice is so distinct. It's so amazing and so awesome. And so I just think she was a perfect match or voice match for that character and brought her to life. Another film she was in that was a really interesting film, and another one based on a true life story, and that's the film 12 Years a Slave, where she plays one of the slave characters in the film. This movie is so empowering and so powerful, and I can see why it won Best Picture for 2013. But at the same time, I didn't think it was the best movie of the year, but still, it was a really powerful and amazing film, and just really well done, and Lupita did an amazing job in the film playing that character. She was so intense and so realistic, and you really felt her pain, and I thought she did a magnificent job. Now, in Black Panther, her character, like I said, was really good and really fantastic. I really enjoyed the character. I thought she did a decent job, and I thought she was definitely a good addition to the people and the actors involved with the film. I thought she was, definitely somewhat different than her characters portrayed in the comic books, I heard. But at the same time, I thought she still did a great job, and brought that performance out and made it very entertaining and enjoyable. Another awesome actor that is in this film that I absolutely enjoy, and just think he's an amazing actor, and this is the first time he's actually kind of played a villain, and that is the awesome actor Mr. Michael B. Jordan. Now, as I've been talking about Ryan Coogler and the movies he made, and Michael B. Jordan's been kind of like a big actor that's been in a lot of his films. Now, a couple films that Michael B. Jordan's been in, of course, are such films as a really bad reboot and remake, and trying to bring this Marvel franchise to life, and that is the horrible reboot Fantastic Four, where he plays the Human Torch. And I just thought that, the movie itself could have been so much better. I just feel they went in the wrong direction, and I think the casting was okay. Definitely, I feel that they could have done better with what the Thing looked like. I also think that they should have stayed with the classic Human Torch character and, went in that direction. Even though I thought Michael B. Jordan did do a decent job, it wasn't that bad. I definitely think he did very well for what he did for the film, and it definitely was an interesting film. But at the same time, it was just such a lackluster film, and it could have been so much better. But still, Michael B. Jordan's acting ability is really good, and too bad that he didn't have the script or the direction to really make a good Human Torch impersonation, basically. Of course, another film that he was in, and I've already mentioned this film previously before, and that's, of course, the film Creed. Now, Creed, of course, is, like I said, another Rocky picture, and the first of kind of like a new set or reboot or new addition to that series that's taking on more about the character of Apollo Creed and his offspring. And I thought, once again, he just was an amazing actor, and he did such a great job bringing to life Apollo Creed's son, bringing that Apollo Creed kind of feeling to it, and just making a really awesome, film, and just creating an awesome new character in the Rocky universe. Just a really well done film and really well done acting by Michael B. Jordan. But in the awesome Black Panther, Michael B. Jordan was awesome in it. I really enjoyed him as the bad guy. I thought he was really hilarious a little bit, but at the same time he was like super evil, and I really enjoyed that. Another actress that's in this film that was a decent actress in the film is another all-star gal that really brought to life the character she's playing and made Black Panther really amazing. And that is the actress Danai Gurira. Now, Danai, I really haven't seen in much films. This is like the first film I've actually really seen her in. But she has kind of popped out in the recent last few years, making films and being on TV shows and stuff like that. She is most known for being on the awesome AMC zombie show, The Walking Dead. She's actually been one of the main cast members since 2013, I believe. And she is known for that character in the show. Another movie she was in, and I haven't had a chance to see it, is the awesome and amazing film that is kind of a new look into Tupac Shakur's life. The film All Eyes on Me, or documentary actually as it is. And she was in that playing a character. I'm not sure which character, but it's definitely a character in the film that is about, Tupac's life that we really didn't know about, that they kind of resurfaced and they wanted to basically kind of give us a knowledge into. But in Black Panther, I thought she did a really good job playing the main guard person. She was really funny. She was really awesome. She had a lot of great combat scenes. And she was just a really good and great addition to the film. She really made it very entertaining and enjoyable, and I thought she meshed well with everyone and made the film very awesome and excellent. Another awesome actor that's in this film is none other than Mr. Martin Freeman. Now, Martin Freeman we recognize from a lot of BBC shows and a lot of other things. But he's most known for recently, in the last 5 to 7 years, as being Bilbo Baggins in the awesome Hobbit trilogy. Now, as Bilbo Baggins, he really brought to life a whole new meaning of who Bilbo was, because we were used to seeing, and knowing about Frodo Baggins from Elijah Wood's portrayal in the Lord of the Rings films, but we really didn't know much about Bilbo or what he went through, except for a little bit tidbits that we heard from in the Lord of the Rings films. So I was very happy to see Martin Freeman play this character, because he did an amazing job, and I thought he brought to life Bilbo Baggins and gave him a whole new meaning of, where he came from and why he was like he was in the first Lord of the Rings film. And you get a whole new meaning of what he went through and how much the ring, caused damage to his body over the years, and just what it's done for him and why it made him go the direction he did. He did a really good job in that film. I loved Martin Freeman. All three of those films was really amazing, really awesome, and just an excellent film maker and awesome, actor in that film. Another film that Martin Freeman was in that I absolutely loved, and I actually just watched it today, is an awesome Simon Pegg, Nick Frost film that's a part of the Coronado trilogy that's directed by Edgar Wright. And that's the film The World's End, which is an amazing, awesome end to that awesome trilogy. Martin Freeman was just so awesome, and I loved his character. Thought he was super hilarious and funny. He did an amazing job and just brought to life that character he played. It just was a really fun film too. I especially love the scenes where he has become the robot and he's like so kind of like, why are you doing that now, mates? You know, and stuff like that, and just like how he's like very robotic, and he was just like super funny. And you could just see how much fun he had making the film because the role was just so entertaining and fun. But in the awesome Black Panther, Martin Freeman reprises his role from Civil War, which is an awesome character. I love that they gave him more life and they brought him into the Black Panther film. I love that that character got more screen time, and a lot more screen time than he was given in the comic books, and a lot more knowledge about him too. And I loved how Martin Freeman portrayed him and brought him to life for the movie. And he was a great, awesome addition to the film and made it very entertaining. Another awesome actress that was in this film was a awesome character who played T'Challa's sister in this film. And I just thought this girl was so freaking hilarious and so awesome as his sister. And that's Miss Letitia Wright. Now, Letitia Wright, it has a couple films coming out. She's actually been in one that came out at the beginning of this year called The Commuter, which stars Liam Neeson, which is kind of like another film very similar to Nonstop, but on a train this time. And Letitia Wright was in it, and supposedly she was very interesting in the film. Had a small but average part, and was really decent. And I actually haven't seen The Commuter yet, but I heard she was really good in it, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in it to see what else her acting chops have for her. She's also going to be in another film that's coming out in March this year, a Steven Spielberg film called Ready Player One, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. Simply for the fact it just looks so awesome and different, and she's going to be interested in seeing it and a different aspect versus how she was in Black Panther. But in Black Panther, she was, like I said, so awesome as his sister and super funny and hilarious. Some of her one-liners were so perfect and super silly and funny and just made me laugh so hard. Just a really funny actress and really good at being comedic. And she just did a really fantastic job. Made the role very interesting, made the film very entertaining, and just was a great addition to the cast. Really amazing in the film. But some other honorable mentions for this film are such characters or such actors as like Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out, or Forrest Whitaker that was in a whole bunch of slew of films over the years, such as The King of Scotland and so forth and stuff like that. Also, we had Mr. The Awesome himself playing an awesome character, Mr. Claw, in this film. And that, of course, is Andy Serkis, who was also in the film, too, who was really awesome in the role as well. But all in all, Black Panther was just an awesome, amazing film. Like I said, second best of the Marvel films, I feel. Just a really amazing and well-done film. Very interesting, very well directed and crafted. I can't wait for them to make a sequel. Just a really all-around great film. Lots of great CGI work in it. The beauty of the landscape was really awesome in the film too. Just really amazing. Really well done. Now, if you're not familiar with what Black Panther is about, basically what this is, it's not really an origin story about Black Panther, but really kind of his rise to becoming king since his father's death, and basically a few of the things he has to deal with trying to become king, and a person he has to deal with that's from his father's past, basically. And that's really what the whole film evolves around, is basically the aftermath of what happened in Civil War, him having to become king and dealing with his father's past. So it's a really awesome telling. It's kind of an origin story, kind of slash a little bit knowledge more about Black Panther, why he has the abilities he does and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's continuing his story from Civil War and just making a really entertaining film. Really well done. Giant 10 golden movie boxes up on this one, guys. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. Such worth a watch. Such an amazing film. Really can't wait for this to come out on DVD and Blu-ray. It's going to be awesome. 4K even. Just a great all-around, really well done film. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. And also, thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or if you've been here before and haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss one of these awesome videos I do, or any videos I put up. And as always, keep your eyes out for any older, newer videos you might not have seen mine yet. And as always, check out that awesome link down below about the awesome Horror Pack. Now, Horror Pack is an awesome subscription service that comes right to your door of either 4 or 4 DVD or Blu-rays of horror films galore. And also, each box comes with a limited edition you can't get anywhere else. So if you're trying to go look for this in FYE, or if you try to go look for this at Bull Moose or any store, you're not going to be able to find it. It's only exclusively through the awesome horror pack. So if you're interested in signing up for that, let me know down in the comments so I can hook you up with a discount on your first month. And as always, catch you next one.